Okay, so once again, good afternoon. So I showed already the content of chapter 1 or week 1 and week 2. So the learning theories and their implications for technology integration, that is week 1, focus on behaviorism and technology-assisted instruction, cognitivism and the role of technology in knowledge construction, contractivism and technology-supported collaborative learning, connectivism and the importance of technology for networking and uh, knowledge creation and applying learning theories to select appropriate technology tools. So our my first discussions focus on these learning theories and their implications for technology integrations. Okay. Okay, so okay. So but I encourage everyone to please use a presentation, no. Huwag niyo kong tularan, no. So during your topic presentation, see that you provided a presentation, no? Either a PowerPoint or any other available tools, no. So for topic number 1, so we are trying, of course, to trace the evolution as our course intended learning outcomes. By the end of this module, no students or you will be able to trace the evolution of technology and education and its impact on teaching and learning processes. Analyze various learning theories and their implications for effective technology integration. Identify appropriate technology tools and resources to support different learning styles and needs, evaluate the potentials of technology to enhance student engagement and motivation in diverse learning environments. Demonstrate understanding of ethical and legal issues related to technology use in education, including copyright, privacy, and accessibility, and apply ethical principles to make informed decisions about technology integrations in educational context. Critique current trends and issues in educational technology and their potential impact on teaching and learning, and develop a personal philosophy of technology integration aligned with educational goals. No? So, as what I mentioned earlier, no, the first topic that we're going to discuss is the learning theories or foundation of technology integrations. Yes. Foundation of technology integration refers to the essential principles, practices, and frameworks that guide the effective incorporation of technology into educational, business, or organizational environments because it serves as the bedrock for understanding how technology can be leveraged to enhance learning, improve operational efficiency, and foster innovation. This foundational knowledge is essential for educators, administrators, and learners, uh, who aim to create environments where technology is used not just for its own sake, but as a tool to achieve specific, meaningful outcomes. At the core of technology integration is the understanding that technology should support and enhance existing processes rather than replace them, right? So this requires a clear alignment between technology tools and the goals of the organizations or educational program. Let's say, for example, in a classroom setting, the integration of digital tools should enhance students' learning experiences by providing new ways to engage with content, collaborate with peers, and demonstrate understanding. In a business context, and in the other hand, no, technology integration might involve using software to streamline workflows, no, improve communication, or enhance data analysis. So, a key aspect of successful technology integration is the consideration of the human element, because technology is only as effective as the people who use it. And this requires careful attention to user training, support, and ongoing professional development. And I'm happy that you are presently enrolled in this type of program. Now, in educational setting, no, teachers need to be equipped with the skills and confidence to use technology effectively in their teaching. This might involve professional development sessions, no? Pwede rin namang per mentoring or access to online resources that help teachers stay up to date with the latest tools and strategies. I just want to inform everyone that we need to bear in mind actually that technology integration is not a one size fit all process, no? Because it requires careful planning and adaptation to the specific needs of the environment in which it is being implemented. For instance, no, the integration strategy for a primary or secondary school may differ significantly from that of a corporate setting. Tama po ba? Because factors such as the age of the users, the complexity of the task, and the existing technological infrastructure must all be considered when you are developing an integration plan as an educator. Another important foundation, no, of technology integration is the need for continuous evaluation and assessment. Technology evolves rapidly, and what works today may not be the best solution tomorrow. Therefore, ongoing assessment of how technology is being used, its impact on outcomes, and the satisfaction of users is essential. This might actually involve collecting feedback from students, from employees, or other stakeholders, as well as analyzing data on usage patterns and performance metrics. Equity and access are critical considerations in technology integration because ensuring that all users have equal access to the necessary technology and the skills to use it effectively is essential for creating an inclusive environment. This might involve, sabihin natin, no, addressing issues such as the digital divide, no, providing access to devices and high-speed internet, and offering support for those who may struggle, no, with new technology. Collaboration and communication are also foundational to successful technology integration because integrating technology often requires collaboration between various stakeholders, including the educators, IT professionals, administrators, and actually even various even students, no, other stakeholders, students or employees, no. So effective communication ensures that everyone is on the same page and that the technology is being used in a way that supports the overall goals of the organizations or educational institution. So, as an academician, no, dapat a forward-thinking mindset is essential for technology integration. As technology continues to evolve, those responsible for integration must stay informed about emerging trends and be willing to adapt their strategies accordingly. This means being open to experimentation, learning from both successes and failures, and constantly seeking new ways to use technology to enhance learning, productivity, and innovation. Now, I just want to start, no, on the evolution of technology in education. The integration of technology in education has undergone a significant transformation over the years, from the introduction of simple tools like chalkboards, no, and projectors, no, yung mga time namin, no, to the current era of digital learning platforms. educational technology has consistently evolved in response to changing societal, economic, and pedagogical needs. Tama po ba? Now, the key milestone, of course, is number one is the industrial age. No? Ito yung mga time na printing press revolutionized knowledge dissemination, making books and materials accessible to a wider audience. No? So ito yung mga kapanahunan namin. Then in early na 20th century, syempre, nandiyan yung technological age, no? The advent of radio, televisions, di ba? Yung mga elementary, high schools, may mga televisions, nag-play ng mga lessons and so on. And film, no? Expanded educational reach and introduced audio-visual learning experiences. Right now, the digital age. So we have computers, the internet, the digital devices transform education, enabling interactive learning, online courses, and personalized instruction. So we'll be able to actually, as what we did right now, no? I am here in Bulacan, and you are in your, possibly, maybe mga taga Pangasinan dyan, may taga Nueva Ecija, may taga, and so on and so forth, no? But we could able to utilize, no, the available technology for you to learn and, of course, to finish your CTE. Now, what will be the impact of technology in teaching and learning processes? Of course, technology has dramatically altered the dynamics of teaching and learning. The traditional teacher-centered approaches are giving way to student-centered, inquiry-based learning models. So, what will be the key impacts? So, number one, personalized learning, as I mentioned. Using technology, it enables educators, no, to tailor instruction to individual student needs and paces. Another, of course, is enhanced collaboration. Right now, digital tools, no, facilitate collaborative learning and project-based activities. We have what we call access to information. The internet provides students with vast resources for research and exploration. I hope that you've heard flipped classrooms. So technology, no, allows for flexible learning environments where the students learn content independently and utilize class time for deeper understanding and problem solving. And another, of course, and lastly, is the assessment and feedback. A lot of digital tools, no, offer efficient methods for assessing student progress and providing timely feedback. So, maybe you are asking, Doc, what will be the role of technology in supporting different learning styles and needs? Technology can accommodate diverse learning styles by offering various modes of information, presentation, interaction. Number one dyan, syempre yung visual learners. No? Benefit from images, videos, and infographics. Right now, no, sa library, meron na tayong auditory learners, no? We can utilize audio recordings, no? Podcasts, and speech-to-speech teachers, no? Pwede rin naman pong kinesthetic learners, no? It can engage with interactive simulation, no? Virtual reality, and hands-on activities. And lastly is read-write learners. It can utilize text-based materials, e-books, and writing tools. Technology also supports students with special needs by providing assistive technologies such as screen readers, speech-to-text software, and adapted input devices. Now, how about technology as a tool for enhancing student engagement and motivation? Because it's very, right now it's too hard for us to engage and motivate our student, especially, no, this era, no. So we could able to captivate student attention and foster intrinsic motivation through technology. But how? No? Number one is interactive content. Siguro kapag nakita ng bata, no, na ginagamit natin for interactive content yung games, no, simulations, and virtual field trips make learning engaging and fun. Another thing is the immediate feedback. No? Technology provides instant feedback on student performance, no? Increasing motivation. We have, of course, collaboration tools. No? Online platforms, no? Enable students to connect with peers, share ideas, and work on project together. And we have, of course, personalized learning path. No? Tailoring content and activities to individual interests and abilities keeps student motivated. So, through comprehending these factors, no, as what I stated earlier, educator can proficiently include technology into their instructional methodologies to establish more captivating, efficient, and all-encompassing learning settings. Take note of that, ha? Educators can proficiently include technology. Now, how about the historical overview of educational technology? Is there somebody who wanted to share? Do you have an idea about historical or overview of historical educational technology? Especially for those who graduated education, no? Maybe somebody is nag-take ng CTE, no? Dahil hindi po align na education talaga ang tinapos, no? Most commonly. But for those who are teaching for how many years, no? Maybe you are familiar, no? What I have asked, to what I have mentioned, no? Okay, do you want to share something? I just want to read muna yung yes, audiovisual. Okay. Thank you. I'll just try to check your comment, your additional inputs in our chat box. If you have some additional inputs, do not hesitate to post in our chat box, okay? Or right after, no, if you want to share something right after my discussion, of course, all of you are welcome, okay? So, the historical overview of educational technology traces the evolution of tools, methods, and practices used to enhance learning experiences across different periods. No? Educational technology, broadly defined, include any tool or resource that facilitate teaching and learning from early instructional methods to modern digital platforms. And this history reflects on how technological advancement have continually shaped no, educational practices open in response to a broader societal changes. In ancient times, no, educational technology was rudimentary but impactful. So the earliest forms of writing systems such as cuneiform and hieroglyphics no, can be seen as some of the first educational technologies. So, and these systems no, allowed knowledge to be recorded and passed down across generation, facilitating more structured and widespread learning. So, the intervention or even or the invention rather of the alphabet and the development of papyrus no, and parchment as writing materials further enhance or advance educational practices by making it easier no, to create and disseminate written text. No? Now, the invention of the printing press no, in the 15th century by Johannes Gutenberg no, marked a revolutionary shift in educational technology. Before the printing press, books were rare and expensive, often copied by hand in monasteries. No, ang masakit na yung kami, yung sakit-sakit na sulat ka pa ng sulat, nakailang word na, no? So, the printing press no, allowed for the mass production of books, making knowledge no, more accessible to a broader audience. And this democratization of knowledge contributed to the spread of literacy and learning across Europe and eventually the world. So laying the groundwork for the modern education system. The 19th and early 20th century saw the rise of visual and auditory educational tools. So nandiyan na yung blackboards in classrooms and became widespread, no? Providing a versatile tool for teacher to present information visually. So the introduction of educational fields in radio broadcast in the early 20th century brought new dimension of learning, allowing students to experience content in a ways that were previously impossible. And these tools help to standardize education and reach students in more remote or underserved areas. During the mid-20th century, ushered in the era of computers and digital technology in education. The first educational computers, such as the Plato system, no, developed in the 1960s, hindi pa tayo pinanganak niya, no, were initially used in higher education and research settings. Now, as computer became more affordable and user-friendly, their use in schools expanded, no, leading to the development of computer-assisted instruction o yung tinatawag nating KAI programs. No? These early programs were often drill and practice application and helping students improve their skills in subjects, syempre most commonly math, no, and reading. So, the advent of the internet in 1990s transformed educational technology by connecting classrooms to vast amounts of information and resources. So, I don't know if you are familiar with the development of the World Wide Web o yung WWW. It made it possible for students and teachers to access information instantly, collaborate with others around the world, and engage in online learning. And we could able to engage in online learning. So educational websites, no, digital libraries na nang available ngayon, and an e-learning platforms began to emerge, providing new opportunities for distance learning and personalized education. So, the 21st century, educational technology has continued to evolve rapidly, driven by advances in mobile technology, andyan na si cloud computing, at artificial intelligence. So, meron tayong interactive whiteboards, may tablets, and learning management system have become standard tools in many classrooms, enabling blended learning environments where digital and traditional teaching methods complement with each other. Moreover, artificial intelligence, no, and adaptive learning technologies have begun to provide personalized learning, no, experiences, no, adjusting content to meet the individual needs of each student. Today, educational technology is integral to modern education, influencing everything from curriculum design to classroom management. Sino ba naman makakalimot? COVID-19 pandemic, no? During the COVID-19 pandemic, accelerated the adoption of online learning, highlighting both the potential and challenges of technology in education. So as we move forward, the historical trajectory of educational technology suggests that its role will continue to expand, offering new possibilities for teaching and learning while also raising important questions about equity, accessibility, laging concern, and the future of education. Now, so what are the key milestones, no, in the development of educational technology? A while ago, I have mentioned already, no, the evolution of educational technology is a testament, no, to human ingenuity in enhancing learning experience, from rudimentary tools to sophisticated digital platforms. So the journey has been marked by significant milestone. Sige, sabi ko nga kanina, no, pre-industrial era, no, oral traditions, no, storytelling and physical artifacts were the primary modes of knowledge transfer. Writing system and early forms of printing, yung block printing, movable type, no, laid the foundation for mass communication and literacy. During the industrial age, no, the printing press revolutionized knowledge dissemination, making books and educational materials more accessible. Siyempre, the telegraph and telephone facilitated long-distance communication and information sharing. During the technological age, we have audiovisual media like radio, film, and television expanded educational reach, no, introducing audiovisual elements into learning. We have computers and early computing, no, mainframe computers and early programming language or languages mark the beginning of computer-assisted instruction. Actually, during my master's in mathematics, no, Master of Arts in Teaching major in mathematics, no, ang ginawa kong thesis is instructional materials, computer-aided instruction, teaching, I think, hindi ko matandaan yung subjects, no? But math, of course, computer-assisted instruction or CAI. No? Another is the personal computers in the internet. So the proliferation of personal computers in the internet revolutionized education, enabling online learning, no, digital resources, and interactive platforms. So mobile learning, the rise of smartphones, no, and tablets has made learning accessible anytime, anywhere through mobile apps and online platforms. So before the advent of technology, no, various tools in media were employed to enhance teaching and learning. Sabi ko nga kanina, chalkboards, projectors, radio, film and televisions, and overhead projectors. So these early forms of educational technologies laid the groundwork for subsequent innovation and continue to be used in some contexts. The advent of computers and digital age, computer-assisted instruction or CAI, educational software katulad po ng sa math, science, and language arts became available. Multimedia learning, no, integration of text, graphics, audio, and video created rich learning experiences. Online learning, so the internet enabled distance education, online courses, and virtual classroom. And we have right now, medyo mahal lang, interactive whiteboards. No? It combined the benefits of traditional whiteboards with digital capabilities. Okay. Now, how about the impact of internet and web-based technologies in education? Ito yung ngayon, no? The internet has transformed education by providing global access to information because the students can access a vast array of resources and knowledge. And this will be our duties and responsibility as teacher, no, of course, to guide them, to inform them on how they will be able to scrutinize the data or the information available on the internet. No? Tools, no, like wikis, no, blogs, and social media facilitate collaborative learning. Adapted learning platforms and intelligent tutoring system offer tailored instructions. And I think that's it for the first topic covered about foundation of technology integrations and the evolutions of technology in educations. That was the coverage of our chapter 1.